Welcome, I'm Elle from This Amazing Life, and this month we are focused on self-love. And so I am here talking with my friend Judy Godec from Boulder, Colorado, and owner of Venus and Vetiver. And hi,
Hi.
how are
Hey,
you?
Eddie. I'm so good.
Good. When I got to thinking about who I wanted to interview this month around the topic of self-love and self-care specifically, you were the first person that I thought of because you're always so passionate about empowering others to take care of themselves and especially other women. And so what from your own personal experience are the most key points you recommend to focus on that cultivate that deep connection to self-care and self-love?
Well, I think it's different. Hi, everybody, again. You're just the cutest, Elle. Everybody who gets to be around you, I'm just so glad for them.
Oh, thank you.
Um, I think it's different for everybody, and that's sort of the trick, is that we each have to find our way in. And for me, when I really started to feel like ritual and self-care were not enough a part of my life was when I was, I had a husband, I had two kids, and I was swamped. I was just busy. I had my own business, and I had to kind of start to find time for myself, and that's easier said than done. And so I had to take things that were already happening in my life and turn them into a ritual and a practice. Instead of like carving out an hour a day, I just didn't have it. So that's the way I approached it, was how can I take getting ready in the morning and make it something that's really nourishing for me, where I leave and I'm like, I just had a beautiful experience in the bathroom and now I'm elevated. So that's my thing. And other people can, they've got the time to just sit down and have, be in front of their altar and do their practice or revisit it all day, every day. But that's the key to me, is like continuing to get the experience rather than doing it once and then, okay, well, I'm not going to live that until tomorrow again when I have a spare moment.
Sure. So what is it that you do every day that is your ritual?
It can be anything. I mean, it's little things for me. I'm just really attracted to beauty. So things that are pleasing to my eye or my nose really set me up and get me very juicy. I just feel like that's how I feel connected, is through sensory experience, which then like becomes like this deeper thing inside of me that is more like my equivalent of meditation. So I buy flowers all the time, but like even one flower, it's not like you have to go and spend a lot of money. I have candles. I'm always burning resins, or applying essential oils. Like before we started this little class, I went and got my little moxa burner, which is artemisia, and I just added a couple of drops of frankincense. I just put a little drop of the oil on there, and now I'm having this beautiful little ritual. And it's like the container, it's the bookends of what we're doing.
That's such a great way to look at it, so that something that you're doing, something that is part of your day, becomes something more sacred than just, oh, this is something that I have to do.
Right.
You're
Right.
so brilliant.
It's ceremony. Like, what ceremonies do we go to where we don't just feel like, oh my gosh, that was just so special? I mean, for me, I'll tell you, I've been obsessed with essential oils for many years, and so many people resonate with them. And I think if people are trying to figure out like what would be a good ritual for me to just instantly have a shift in my energy or in my psyche or my emotions, essential oils, they're the quickest way. Because if you put them on you don't have to spend a lot of money on essential oils. And if you like lavender, it's everywhere, of course, but you can get something more that has more of a tradition of ritual and ceremony, which it would be like frankincense and myrrh. Those are the most common ones, but rose, spikenard. And what I do is I'll just put a little bit on my hand and rub it on my hands, and then put it over my nose and my mouth with my mouth slightly parted, And the reason they're so powerful, not only do they smell wonderful, and that's a prerequisite. Definitely choose an oil you love. The olfactory nerve is the only nerve that is accessible to the outside world. So it goes directly to the brain and to the outside world. That's why it's so powerful. So you inhale, and you have, some memory comes floating back, and it's powerful. It's a visceral reaction that we have. So that's one way to, like, boom, boom, change it up immediately. If you're in a crappy mood, do a little essential oil. It totally shifts things. It's bliss, it's our birthright. It's our birthright to have things that really create meaning for us and feel nurturing. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be going to Costa Rica for a retreat, even though, God bless everybody who gets to do that.
Yeah. True.